Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, Tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. All right, we're going to start right here in Revelation 17 and 16. We're getting to the point where everybody's about to turn on each other. Okay? You got the EU, you have NATO, and you have the whore, which is Babylon the Great. All right? Also known as the United Snakes of America. All right? Revelation 17 and 16. All right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right, we're getting to that point. All right, all the players are set up, and all hell is about to break loose. All right, when, during, and after World War III. What do you mean, burn her with fire? That fire is talking about those nukes. Mutually assured destruction. And the prostitute, okay, that sits on top of the beast, right, is definitely talking about Babylon the Great, which is America, North America. All right? And that fire is nuclear fire. All right? And that's the culmination. Now, who's got them nukes? Vlad has them nukes. Xi has them nukes. Kim has them nukes. Kim is about to get into the fray right now. All right? Alliances are being made. Alliances are being broken right now. All right, so this is the beloved elder brother Malcolm. All right, he put out an awesome video the other day. And something was said in this video that I wanted to expound upon today. And when we get to it, then I'll bring it out. It was a major feature in yesterday's video, which they, of course, they attacked it because the truth is coming out about what's actually going on over there in the Ukraine. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let whoever's bitching and arguing in this vignette, if you will, we'll let him say it. So let's watch this as these alliances fall apart. Okay.
And I'll play this for you. Let me bring it in. There we go.
You're accusing NATO of being weak? What is India doing? I should only respond to you very briefly to your unnecessary attack on India. I do not understand anymore, and it's becoming frustrating that any discussion regarding this war becomes a discussion on India. Well, I will say it one more time to you, Dove. India is going to take care of India.
Okay, so he's talking about the war. He said, oh, this war is what we're talking about here? Let me back it up just a hair. And let me set it up one more time. He can divulge some information, right? And it's not coming from me. It's coming from the people that know what is going on, all right? People have spies. There's espionage, all right? There's all kind of stuff going on out there, right? 007 ain't the only spy in the world, all right? Ask the Rosenbergs, okay?
There we go.
You're accusing NATO of being weak? What is India doing? I should only respond to you very briefly to your unnecessary attack on India. I do not understand anymore, and it's becoming frustrating that any discussion regarding this war becomes a discussion on India. Well, I will say it one more time to you, Dove. India is going to take care of India. India is going to look after India's interests. And our economy is growing 3 times the pace or 4 times the pace of the American economy. More and more Americans are living under the poverty line. They are not able to make ends meet, right? And more Indians are rising economically. And please, this is not our war. Dove, you are the ones with the biolabs in Ukraine. You are the
You are the ones with what? We spoke on this yesterday, which is why they restricted my views, which they do. All right. The what in Ukraine? What's going on over there? He's exposing. He said, "Oh, you want to talk shit right now? I got some goods. I'll talk that crazy, and we ain't afraid of you no more." Okay. Are thou altogether become as weak as we?
Right? And more Indians are rising economically. And please, this is not our war. Dove, you are the ones with the biolabs in Ukraine. You are the ones, Joe Biden's sons was doing all kinds of business in Ukraine. You are vested in Ukraine. You were pushing Ukraine. You were encouraging Ukraine. And yesterday, your president went and said, listen, Zelensky, if you want to give up territory, it's your choice. Listen, Zelensky, if you want to break up your country and give a little bit of it to Russia, it's your choice. You have hung the Ukrainians out to dry, Dove, and how dare you question India all the time? You hung them out to dry. You're just saying, go fight for the last Ukraine.
Over $2.5 billion of assistance. How much have you guys given? The whole world considers Mr.
We've given humanitarian aid. It's your war.
Aggressive.
It's your war. We'd rather give them food than weapons. By giving them weapons, you are driving them further down into greater difficulty. Biden is begging the Venezuelans to give him a little bit of extra oil, but he says that India is on shaky ground. America fled for Afghanistan with their incompetence exhibited in frightening pictures of Afghans hanging onto the wheels of their transport aircraft. But he says, no, India is being shaky about Ukraine. This is his war.
All right, so you can go back and watch the brothers' videos. A very good video. Okay, Secret Councils of Darkness brought to light. April 11th, and today is the 13th. So what he said was very eye-opening, okay, because it's not me saying it, all right? If you don't know what is going on, he went on, he said business in the Ukraine. He pointed at Hunter Biden. He said Hunter is doing business. What kind of business is he talking about? First, and he split those two things. He said the biolabs and the business. What business? Okay. What business is on that laptop? Why is there a war going on over there? Okay. And what are they not telling you? All right. So anyway, enough on that. Let's some crazy shit going on over there. And you can see this whole thing is spiraling out of control. And it's going to end in nukes. This devil is mad as hell. It's a lot. This guy right here, where's it at? This guy's ready. This dude, what's his name? Dove? That devil right there is mad as hell. Okay? And he's not the only one. Where is he at? He's in D.C. All right? One of the 3 unclean frogs. All right? You think this devil ain't mad as hell? With this guy exposing him and talking back? What's going to result? India's got nukes. Do they not? Okay? The hell do you think is going on over there? The Khyber Pass. All right? That's been going on. Everybody's got their own war to fight. And this is what he said. Hey, we're going to take care of India. All right? What do you mean we ain't mad at Russia? What about BRICS? BRICS ain't gone nowhere. Okay? So with that, let's go to this guy. Where is it? Military and Foreign Affairs. Okay. There's clearly a war going on in Africa, Greater Africa. So an hour ago, let's see what old Military and Foreign Affairs Network, the voice of reason, is about to say. Let's stay updated, and we'll bring this to a close.
Clean your driveway in under 5.
Why are they fighting in the Ukraine? All right, it goes on to say that those biolabs are making race-specific bioweapons. Now, here's the question. If the Ukrainians are Edomites and the Russians are Edomites, who are they making race-specific bioweapons for? And we can go into the scriptures and find out if you want to. All right, anyway.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today we continue our coverage of the ongoing war between the Russian Federation and Ukraine. And obviously today is number 48, day 48 in the ongoing war. And who would have thought that just 48, 49 days ago, after listening to General Milley state that the Russians would seize control of Kiev within 72 hours, how more wrong could he have been in that analysis that him and his fellow compatriots at the Pentagon were wrong in terms of again that analysis. But a lot to cover today. And first and foremost, we're going to start with the fighting that is taking place, and then we're going to have a discussion about the future of the main battle tank. I want to talk about that real quick. Probably should do another video, but I'm going to include it in this one for right now. But right now, over the course of the last 24 hours, we have seen approximately 37 Russian tactical airstrikes on targets throughout the Ukraine, including targets in the vicinity of Kiev or outside of Kiev. And we continue to see Russian forces attempt to degrade and destroy the air defense assets of the Ukrainian military.
And this is significant, okay? The only thing that they can do at this point to stop this Russian onslaught. See, Russia is not playing. They're in for the long haul. If NATO doesn't establish a no-fly zone, right, which is their only hope, then Russia is going to continue to do what Russia wants to do. All right? Now, this whole thing goes into Nazis. What are they doing? All right? They're talking about bringing back World War II tanks to fight in this, what they are calling a war. What's going on over here that Russia is basically fighting against itself? Why is Russia fighting itself over? Because this is Russia. The Ukraine is the USSR. All right, don't get it twisted. Something really bad must be going on over here for the Russians, if you will, which all of them are Russians, to be fighting in their own backyard. When was the last time this happened? Okay. Well, it was called World War II. All right. Who else was in World War II? Well, the Nazis. Are we not hearing of talk of Nazis? Well, what were the Nazis doing? Well, they were experimenting with biowarfare. They were experimenting on people, if you will. All right. They were doing pretty much what they're over there doing right now. And who was it that came in from the east while the Americans came in from the West and subdued Germany, if you will, and then divided up the scientists. Where are those scientists? Under a paperclip. Well, they're right here. Okay. And now, because Vlad don't want to play ball no more in the larger NWO, there's some infighting going on. And they know that they're the same people. When they put out information like they're making race-specific bioweapons, okay, well, because this line exists right here, is this a different race of people than the people over here? No. Okay? They're not a different race. Okay? They have the same DNA. Their biblical name are Edomite. There are Edomites over here. There's Edomites over here. So if you're making race-specific bioweapons, who are they for? You're not going to kill yourself, are you? All right, and that's a deep discussion. We'll back away from that. But the point is, what do we see going on here? Why is Vlad doing what he's doing? Right? And here's the main point of contention is this area right here, the Donbass. All right? Who's there that they want to use race-specific bioweapons on? They must not be, the same as these people. All right? When you get into the knowledge of what's actually going on and whose family tree is what, okay? But on a greater note, let's let this guy talk a little more.
A lot of folks are rather surprised that going into 50 days of fighting now, that we are still talking about the Ukrainian air defense capabilities, and I think many people, as this conflict started, anticipated that the Russians would knock that capacity out. But as I talked about before, the Ukrainians are receiving direct support from Western nations. They are receiving both intel information, active intelligence information. So when Russian multi-role aircraft or strike aircraft cross the Ukrainian frontier, the border between Russia and Ukraine, that information is being directly relayed to Ukrainian air defense units
by the greater NATO. So, basically that's World War III. Russia's going to say, okay, well, look, you keep sending arms and providing air support and radar and intel for our enemy at the moment. You are our enemy as well. Okay? So this thing is about to spiral as the truth, right? More and more the truth, like what's on Hunter Biden's laptop and what's actually going on in these bio labs. Okay? Hey, the same thing that's going on here was going on in what's the little place in China called that the latest germ came about and set us back 2.5 years. I forget the name of it right now, but
and unfortunately for the Russians, the Ukrainians
Wuhan
are able to simply turn off a lot of their long-range air defense radars.
What was going on in Wuhan, China? And what was the result of what was going on in Wuhan, China? Right, watch the water. Watch the water, y'all. Go watch the water. Okay? This was going on in Wuhan. Whatever's going on here right now, you got the same characters. right? You got the whore that sitteth on many waters is conducting this. With who? Don't you know that Prescott Bush and Averell Harriman, right, were Nazis? Prescott is George H.W.'s dad, so they say. All right, same family.
Which could be destroyed by the Russians if they were actually up and running and operating. But the Ukrainians do not need to do that because they're being supported directly by the United States in the form of long-range surveillance aircraft that have the ability to operate very close to the border of Poland and Ukraine.
So it's basically a proxy war. What he just said, they're being supported by the U.S., not just in surveillance. Okay? How much money did Biden just give Ukraine? Where do you think this is going? Okay? Well, we know. All right? We know. And what is the only way that it could end? All right? So, good enough. Look into these things. All right? Here's the end right here. It's in the book of Revelation. Revelations. Okay. Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. Okay. This earthquake is going to be manufactured, if you will, by mutually assured destruction, which is nukes being fired from both sides, if you will. Okay. And the 10th part of the city fell. This is talking about Babylon the Great, all 10 FEMA regions. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. Okay. Everybody that wasn't rescued, right, in that airlift mentioned right here. See that airlift? We're at war, right? Everybody that wasn't rescued in that airlift, those POWs, was killed. That's what 7,000 means. And in the earthquake were slain, meaning killed, of men, everyone. 7 means completion. All right? So if you didn't get airlifted right here, you died in the mutually assured destruction. And this is talking about, see right here where it says the 10th part of the city, that's talking about America. Now, other places, right, it's mutually assured destruction. Other places are going to receive nuclear bombs as well. All right? And the remnant, who's the remnant? Well, those are the ones that were airlifted. Were affrighted. Well, in order to be affrighted, you still got to be alive. You didn't die right here. You were airlifted and gave glory to the power of heaven. All right. 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Stay tuned for World War III. With that, we hope that the elect were edified, you brothers and few sisters. And with that, we're going to say shalom.